Alright, so today I'm going to be reading a story and I'm going to have a voice jammer going on while reading it. So I'm going to read my story that I created, Killer Mind, on Wattpad, and I'm going to try and see if I can read it without messing up. Alright, so the voice jammer is on. This is gonna go great. People were strangely getting murdered, and they had high come and investigate. Johnny Ghost and Johnny Toast were on their way to the city to go investigate. However, to get to the city, they had to go through a forest-like canyon, which was a bit dangerous. Toast was driving, and Toast was driving, and Ghost was finding more information about the ghost. While doing so, a tree fell in front of them, and it caused Toast to go off the road and crash. Toast and Ghost got out of the car wondering what caused the tree to fall. Since they didn't have a car, they decided to go the rest of the way on foot. Continue to next part. No, it's not working. There we go. Alright, chapter 2. While they were walking, ghosts felt as if they were being followed. They heard a bush rustle behind them. They stood for a moment. Oh. They stood still for a moment and continued walking. After a while, they heard the sound of quick footsteps behind them. When Ghost was about to turn around to see what was behind them, he found himself on the ground with someone on top of him, holding a bloody knife. Toast hit the person off, and they took off running. They both hid behind a big tree. Loud. Hang on. Where am I? Toast hit off, and they took off running. They both hid behind a big tree. I think that was the ghost, whispered Ghost. It must be, sir, Toast whispered back. So what are we going to do? Asked Ghost. We're going to have to find a way to get away and get the proper equipment, answered Toast. So Ghost nodded in agreement. Toast looked around Toast looked around the tree to see if the ghost was there. While doing so, Ghost felt a hand cover his mouth and was being dragged away. When Toast looked back and saw Ghost wasn't there, when Toast looked back and saw Ghost wasn't there, but he did see a thin trail of blood and followed it. Ghost struggled to get away from the ghost. Wait. Ghost struggled to get away, but the ghost was too strong. He was being dragged down the slope when Toast hit the ghost, and then Toast hit the ghost in the head with a tree branch. But ghost fell. But the ghost fell. But the ghost fell down with it, and they were tumbling towards a cliff. Just as they were about to fall, Toast grabbed Ghost's wrist. The ghost stabbed its knife into Ghost's side, trying to make Ghost fall. Not Toast, Ghost. Ghost was starting to lose his grip. Ghost had to let go, or the ghost was gonna get away. He looked at Toast in a way of saying that he had to let go. A single tear fell down Toast's face as he saw Ghost fall down into the river below. He knew that Ghost wouldn't survive the fall and went back home sad and angry. Doing great so far. Such a pro. Let's see if there's enough time to do the next chapter. Oh yeah, right. Ghost floated along the river as he somehow gained consciousness and swam to shore. How am I still alive? Ghost said to himself. Because I'm here, said a voice in his head. Ghost felt fear rise up in him. Allow me to introduce myself, the voice said. I'm Jimmy Casket. I'm a part of you, so I can take over whenever I want. Ghost shook his head, thinking he's gone insane. Then suddenly Ghost didn't have control over his body. He looked at his reflection in the water. His eyes were blood red, and he had an insane smile. See? Anytime, said Jimmy. Ghost gained control of his body again. Ghost pushed Jimmy aside and was excited to see Toast again. Okay. We're gonna stop that now. So yeah, that's the voice jammer. And I lost my train of thought. Okay. So that'll be it for today. And if you guys want me to do this again, then you then can give this video a thumbs up, and then I will do it. And if you want to suggest any stories, then you can. And if you want me to read it with or without the sound jammer, then I'll be willing to do that. You can find Killer Minds on Wattpad. I do own it, and the voice jammer is an app that you can get in the App Store. And yeah, I guess I'll see you guys next